Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into a design trend that's, well, it's not really about perfection. It's all about personality. We're talking about creating a home that doesn't just look good, but actually feels alive, you know? A home that tells your story.
So I want you to think about something. When you walk through your front door and look around, what do you see? Is it just a collection of walls and furniture? Or is it something more? Is it a reflection of your life, your history, your personality? That's really the heart of what we're digging into today.
You know, for so long, the design world was all about minimalism. We all know the look, right? Super clean lines, neutral colors everywhere, and that whole less is more philosophy. And look, it definitely offered a sense of calm, of simplicity. But for a lot of people, that calm is starting to feel a little empty. People are craving homes with more warmth, more character, and maybe just a little less perfection.
And that feeling is sparking this really fascinating shift. We're moving beyond that perfect, blank canvas. It's like we're all in this collective search for spaces that have a soul, interiors that feel genuinely lived in, layered with history, and just uniquely ours.
So what's the alternative to that blank canvas? Well, it's this amazing style called vintage maximalism. And trust me, it's not just about cramming a room full of stuff. It's about building a home with a totally different mindset.
Okay, so what is it really? At its core, this whole style is about bringing back that heirloom feel. The goal isn't just to decorate a room. No, it's to curate it. It's about intentionally choosing pieces that build a rich, layered space and, this is the most important part, that tell your story.
And when you put it side by side with minimalism, the difference is just huge. It really gets to the core of the philosophy. Minimalism loves that empty space, right? But this new maximalism, it's all about building with curated layers. One style goes for neutrality. The other is all about bold, unapologetic expression. It basically flips that old saying on its head. Less is more becomes more is a story, and every single object gets to be a part of that story.
All right, so you might be thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually do it? Well, it really boils down to 5 key ingredients. Think of them as the building blocks for crafting your home's unique narrative.
Okay, let's walk through it. First up, layered textures. I'm talking about mixing things up, like the cool feel of a leather chair with a warm, chunky wool throw right next to it. It creates this amazing physical depth. Next, we have cherished antiques. These are the pieces with a past, right? The things that bring a real sense of history into the room. Number 3 is all about custom patterns, things that feel totally unique to you, whether it's on your wallpaper or just a few pillows. Then number 4, using bold colors, and I mean using them with confidence. Use color to set a mood, not just to match the furniture. And finally, the absolute key that ties it all together, personal storytelling.
And I really have to stress this. That last ingredient, it is without a doubt the most important one. Because without that personal story, all the textures, colors, and antiques, they're just a collection of nice things. The storytelling is what gives the entire space its soul.
This is the whole point, right here. It's about moving beyond just interior design and stepping into personal storytelling. It means every single choice you make, from that cool vase you found at a thrift shop to your grandparents' old armchair, it all becomes another chapter in your home's narrative.
So, when you put it all together, it's all leading to one single goal: curating a space that feels deeply, truly resonant. This isn't about following a bunch of rules from a magazine. It's about making your home an authentic reflection of you.
So think of this as your playbook. Go on, embrace those heirlooms you have tucked away. Layer those textures and patterns without being afraid to make a mistake. Use color boldly, and curate items because they're meaningful to you, not just because they're trendy. But above all else, focus on telling your story.
And that brings us right back to where we started, back to that first question, but hopefully with a totally new perspective. So take a moment, look around you, right now. If your walls could talk, what stories would they tell? What story is your home telling the world? And maybe more importantly, what story is it telling you?